What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. We're going to take a look at the Volkswagen today for the part 3 and the final on this Sniper EFI project. Let's dive in. All right, guys, you've seen the car on the last couple of videos. Certainly taking a little downtime during the holiday season to do some work to it. Put a set of LED headlights in it, got those integrated with a parking light that also turns to amber when you turn the blinkers on. And a few other things. I actually bought some new seats from Jegs. Pardon my cardboard pile. Bought some new seats from Jegs. Going to get the little Volkswagen stock seats that are mostly duct tape. Get those out of there. Got the sliders and the adjustable bases and everything for these. So I'm going to get these put in here in the coming week or so. And most of all, as you know from the previous videos, she's fuel injected. Got that all buttoned up. Got a little air cleaner that fits on there pretty good. I'm a little concerned about hood clearance or deck lid clearance here on the back, so I'm going to put that hood on here in a few minutes and make sure that clears. I think it will. Just to follow up, I went ahead and went with a different style throttle cable. The one I had before was kind of a, I guess you'd say like a generic cable sleeve. This is actually a throttle cable sleeve, and I fed that in down through the fan shroud where the factory throttle cable goes, and it seems to work a lot smoother. Got the little return spring on it. Had to move the linkage up a little higher, closer to the center of the shaft to get full swing from idle to wide open. I've got that now with pedal control. Ended up dropping the fuel pressure down a little bit to 35 PSI, and I adjusted that in the Wizard, and the car seems a lot happier. I've actually even worked with Holley a little bit. One of the technical engineers there worked with me on the tune, so I was able to run a data log and send that to him, and he corrected a few things to make it a little happier for this little 116 cubic inch Volkswagen engine, and then also added a relay to switch power to the Sniper on. The actual switched hot for a Volkswagen under the hood is the positive of the coil wire. And we were getting a little bit of dirty electricity, a dirty signal. So I actually am using this now just to fire a relay, and then the relay is sending the hot to the Sniper to actually energize that system. So it's working really well. We'll take a look at the Pro Dash, and then we'll hear it run. There's those duct tape seats we talked about. Those are coming out. I'm probably going to clean the floors really good, wire brush them. I've got one little just dime-sized hole right there, and everything else, the floors are pretty solid. And I think I'm just going to do like Raptor liner inside it. This is a kind of a very simplistic little bounce-around hot rod. I'm not wanting a total restoration. I'm just kind of want something that's cool and fun to play with. So I think that's what I'm going to do for the floor covering. I got all the old carpet out of it. Looking in it, there's the Pro Dash. We actually ended up getting a wire from Holley, so I've got my actual handheld tuner. I keep it in the glove box, and now they both run at the same time. But I've got the Pro Dash set up. I'm going to power the dash up. You'll hear the fuel pump run. The fuel pump kicks off. Hit the key. Guys, it's running great. AFR is a little high right now because it's it's still on its cold cycle. The temperature's not up yet. Generator's kicking out some rocking voltage at 13.7, 13.8. TAC works really good. The speedometer does work. I've taken it on a couple of test drives, and it does acquire the satellite signal off of the little pod in the windshield. It works well, and it's funny. It's actually very accurate to the actual speedometer. They're very close, so I wondered with a shorter tire would it be off, but the car's running great, and you can hear the responsiveness of it. The car runs really smooth, and really excited to put some miles on this thing and really get it dialed in. Alright, let's take a look and see if we can get this hood to fit. Alright guys, before I bolt the hood on, I'm going to make sure that you know I'm actually using they call the hood standoffs. this bracket that a company named EFI makes. And what it does, it allows the hood, instead of it being flush to the body, it kicks it up at the top. Kind of works like a scoop to help funnel in more cool air. And it's also got a really kind of a classic, they call it kind of a SoCal look. So I'm gonna bolt the hood on here quick and see if it clears that air cleaner. It should clear. It's gonna be a little close, but I think it will. Let's dive in. All right, guys, those hood hinges bolt right up to those standoffs. Got the wire hooked up for the license plate light. I'm gonna ease the hood down. It actually latches in the moment of truth. Yeah, I think we've got some clearance, maybe, I don't know, 3/8 of an inch. So I think we're gonna be okay on that. All right. Well, that's what I was talking about, the standoffs. That helps pull that hood open a little bit, and as airflow comes over the car, kind of helps direct a little of that cool, fresh air into the engine compartment. It's a proven technique on Volkswagens to help keep them cool, as well as it's kind of a classic, timeless look. All right, guys, well, I'm going to make an effort to do a trip around the block while holding the camera. Obviously, the car is pretty loud, so I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear me say much, but let's take it around the block and see how it drives out. Key on, fuel pump on. Wait till the fuel pump cycles, hit the key once. Car starts right up, comes off the cold start, idle falls back down. It does take it a little bit for it to acquire a signal. I don't even know if we'll drive it enough around the block to even get that signal. But let's see what we look like. Back the car out. Kids, never drive while holding your phone. It's not a great idea. Back out of the shop here. Come out of reverse, go into first gear. Car runs fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Best it's run since I've owned this car. Notice the tack actually light up red. I've got a shift light built into it, into the Pro Dash, and it as it gets up near the red line, you'll get a couple of green dots, and when it gets to red line, it'll actually glow red there in the dash. Take the back way back to the shop. Great drivability. See, now we've acquired a satellite signal and we're showing 20 and just under 20, so it's very close to being accurate. I'll turn around and head back to the shop. Rowdy for a Volkswagen. Of course, the small cubic inch engine makes a lot more noise than it does horsepower, but doesn't mean it's not fun to drive. I'm gonna have to go really slow on this road. This road's terrible. Turn on this street, I'll try to show you that red line again. Keep an eye on the tack. Noticed it light up red for that shift point. Nothing like driving an old car, guys. Basically a go-kart. Pull back into the shop. All right, starting to get a little temperature in the engine now. I think it's time to put some fuel in it. It is out of gas, and when I turned into the shop, that pretty hard turn, I think the gas sloshed. So we're gonna go ahead and shut it off and put some fuel in it. Car's running fantastic. All right, guys, back in the shop. Went ahead and poured some fuel in it, and the gauge did come up, so the car was absolutely out of gas. So that's reassuring. Really pleased with this project. I know it's not a Jeep project. Next week, I promise we'll be right back on those Jeeps. But this is a personal project of mine, and I've had a lot of fun with it. There'll be follow-up videos down the road when we do the seats, and of course when we finish painting it, getting rid of the the primer, making the car a solid color. So stay tuned for those. Hey guys, I'm going to run you through the parts list of the basic things that I bought to do this. Certainly there's nuts, bolts, a few other little things that general hardware stuff, but let's take a look at the general components. All right, guys, well, here's the sniper kit that I bought, the basic kit. It's the 2300 self-tuning kit. I got the shiny. They actually offer this kit where the throttle body is kind of a matte black. Looks really good, but I really wanted, a little of that underhood bling on the little VW. Went through J-Bugs and bought the 2-barrel Weber intake. I'm not using the heat riser tubes on mine because obviously I don't have heater boxes. I'm running an aftermarket header. Also, I have no heater, which is great for January driving. Got the adapter plate. This particular one is on eBay. There's lots of Jegs, Summit, those type places offer the same type thing. I think I actually got mine from Summit. We did have to machine these holes out on a mill to make it fit exactly right. But other than that, the gaskets and all worked fine. Here's the little air cleaner I bought. Grabbed that off of Amazon. There's the exhaust kit that I grabbed. Little stainless steel. Basically just wanted something with some engineered turns in it because I didn't want to, I wanted nice mandrel bends, not something that crimps like at a local muffler shop. And then there's the Pro Dash setup that I bought. It's self-supporting. Only takes information from the sniper. It is not a tuning dash, only a display. But I wanted something that, I'm not running a radio in the car, and I wanted something that was kind of, all-in-one gauge that told me everything I needed to know about the vitals. So there's the basic overview. Like I said, we've got lots of nuts and bolts, things that, aren't on this list, but the overall big ticket items were, the sniper and the dash, the intake, and then some of those little small supporting things. But overall, the system went really well. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this project, and I hope it was entertaining. This is a little project of mine that's kind of a back burner toy. We get a little free time, we pull it out and play with it. So I know it's not Jeep material. We'll be back on the Jeeps on the next videos. But I did want to do a kind of a follow-up, kind of a wrap-up on this little EFI sniper addition to the Volkswagen. And appreciate you guys tuning in. Remember, as always, to like, share, and comment. And we'll see you next time. Thanks.